In a time where people overshare every detail of their lives, from the food they eat to the drama in their relationships, privacy has become an uncommon virtue. It's almost countercultural. But to the Stoics, discretion was always a form of power. What remains private cannot be misused. What is hidden cannot be weaponized against you. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly." In this video, we'll explore 7 profound Stoic teachings about what you should keep private. These aren't just surface-level tips. They're mental disciplines that, if practiced, can fortify your character, preserve your energy, and protect your peace in a noisy, opinionated world. Before we dive into this transformative content, I want to invite you to hit the like button. It helps more people discover this philosophy and join us on this path of inner strength. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to stay connected with all our empowering Stoic teachings. Let's begin. Never speak poorly of yourself. One of the most damaging habits is criticizing yourself, even when no one's around to hear it. Stoicism teaches that your inner dialogue shapes your outer strength. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself." Most of us are harder on ourselves than anyone else could ever be. We replay our mistakes, exaggerate our flaws, and repeat unkind narratives in our minds. But this does nothing to help us grow. In fact, it only reinforces insecurity and limits our potential. Instead, Stoicism encourages self-compassion without self-deception. You acknowledge your weaknesses, but you don't dwell on them. You observe your shortcomings, but you focus on improving them, not punishing yourself for them. Here's a simple practice. When you catch yourself saying, "I'm not good enough," replace it with, "I'm still learning. I have the capacity to improve." This doesn't mean inflating your ego. It means speaking to yourself with the same dignity and patience that you would offer to someone you care about. Silence those destructive thoughts. Replace them with calm, rational truths. Keep your self-improvement journey to yourself. In the age of social media, personal growth has turned into performance. People document every step of their self-improvement, announcing their new routines, their mindset shifts, their latest habits. But Stoicism warns against the need to broadcast inner development. Epictetus advised, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." True growth doesn't need applause, it doesn't need validation. It quietly takes place within you through discipline, reflection, and action. When you're constantly telling others how much you've changed, you run the risk of chasing perception instead of actual progress. Let your actions speak for themselves. Let your calm demeanor, your clarity under pressure, and your improved behavior reveal the work you've done, without you needing to say a word. This silent transformation is more powerful than any declaration. The people who need to notice will notice, and those who don't, they're not your concern. Guard yourself against gluttony and excess. The Stoics understood the dangers of excess, not just in food or drink, but in any desire that dominates the mind. Musonius Rufus, a revered Stoic teacher, put it simply, "It is not the consuming of food, but the desire for food that hinders the philosopher." What he meant is that craving is the real problem, not the object of desire itself. Overindulgence in anything, whether it's food, alcohol, entertainment, or even praise, dulls your self-discipline and pulls you further from balance. Stoicism doesn't require you to live like a monk, but it does call for moderation. Eat to nourish, not to escape. Drink to celebrate, not to forget. Enjoy pleasures, but don't become enslaved by them. Here's the Stoic trick. Stop at satisfied. Don't wait until you're full. Learn to say, "That's enough." not because you have to, but because you choose to. This control sharpens your willpower and fosters clarity of mind. When you master your impulses in private, you cultivate an unshakable strength in public. Don't always. Speak. Learn to listen. Twice as much, we live in a world addicted to talking. Opinions, arguments, updates, and endless noise. But Stoicism flips that script. Speak less. Listen more. Epictetus offered timeless wisdom. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Being a good listener isn't just a social skill, it's a superpower. It gives you access to insight, perspective, and wisdom that most people miss because they're too busy speaking. Listening helps you understand others better. It deepens relationships. And it also protects your energy, because not every situation requires your input. Sometimes silence is the most strategic move. Next time you feel the urge to interrupt, to correct, or to prove a point, pause. Ask yourself, is this necessary? Let your words be few but meaningful. In doing so, you earn more respect, you learn more, and you waste far less energy on unproductive noise. Don't obsess. Over the future, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't take you anywhere. Stoicism teaches us to stop wasting energy on things we can't control, and that includes the future. Epictetus said it clearly. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. We can't predict the future. We can't control how everything unfolds. What we can do is show up fully in the present moment, because that's where our decisions are made, that's where our strength is tested, and that's where life actually happens. Here are 3 Stoic strategies to free yourself from obsessive thinking about the future. Recognize your limits. You're not a fortune teller. Accept that uncertainty is part of life. Focus on the present. Make the most of what's in front of you. The actions you take today shape the outcome of tomorrow. Master your response. While you can't control events, you can always control your reaction to them. Peace comes not from certainty but from control over your own mind. Let go of the need to know. Embrace the discipline of presence. Practice gratitude in silence. Gratitude doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. In fact, the quiet kind, the kind that lives in your thoughts and small actions, is the most authentic. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Most people focus on what's missing. The Stoic flips that. He directs his attention to what's already present, the relationships, the opportunities, the lessons, even the struggles that have made him stronger. Gratitude is not about denial. It's about perspective. It doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means seeing the value in what is, even when things aren't ideal. Practice this in silence. Every morning, take a moment to reflect. What do I have today that I once wished for? And when someone shows you kindness, say, "Thank you," not just with your words, but with your time, your patience, your presence. Gratitude, when practiced quietly and sincerely, becomes a daily discipline that softens the soul and strengthens the spirit. Don't let complaining become a habit. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking, and nothing poisons that mindset faster than constant complaining. Complaining is seductive. It makes us feel temporarily justified, but in the long term, it erodes our resilience, drains our energy, and alienates those around us." Stoicism teaches that every complaint is an opportunity to take responsibility instead. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can I respond with strength and wisdom?" Here's how to stop the habit. Reflect before speaking. Is what you're about to say constructive or just venting? Choose empathy. Consider how others might be affected by your words. Reframe challenges. See obstacles as training, not punishment. The Stoic path is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about responding to imperfection with maturity, strength, and calm. Conclusion. Stoicism teaches us that silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. By learning what to keep private, we create space to grow without interruption, to think without noise, and to act without expectation. Let's recap. The 7 secrets the Stoics teach us to keep to ourselves. Your self-criticism. Be kind in your inner dialogue. Your self-improvement. Let your actions speak. Your indulgences. Practice quiet moderation. Your opinions. Listen more than you speak. Your worries about the future. Stay rooted in the present. Your gratitude. Let it live in. Your heart and your actions. Your complaints. Replace them with responsibility. When you master the art of what to keep silent, you unlock a deeper form of power, one that doesn't need to shout to be heard. Thank you for watching. If you found this message meaningful, hit the like button to support the channel and share this video with someone who could benefit from these timeless Stoic lessons. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more content on Stoicism, discipline, and self-mastery. Until next time, stay mindful, stay strong, stay stoic.